What's up, everybody? This is Tim with Gamersgate, and I'm here to give you a first-hand look at the new game on Steam, Astroneer. It just released last night, a very first day of launch. It's still within its first 24-hour period, and I have to say, this game is awesome. I put it on my wish list. I'd only seen the trailer, hadn't really even hyped myself up about this game, but I did like the trailer. Got an email about the wish list, and I was sold. Bought it $19.99 full price on Steam, and I'm in love with the game. Unfortunately, if you have an AMD processor or graphics card, you might want to wait, or just know that if you buy, you're probably going to have issues. However, they're working on it. The Steam forum is active with the problem solving that they're doing with the compatibility issues with AMD. With that said, let's go ahead and get started, and I'm just going to show you how to get going, because at first there's really nothing to tell you where to go, what to do, or anything like that. So it's probably a good idea to just take a look at this or videos like it so that you can kind of get an idea. Took me a little while to figure things out, but once I got them figured out, just fell in love immediately. I fell in love with this game. Okay, so you're in your launcher, as you saw. Hit tab to get out of the launcher, and you will also hit tab to get into the launcher, or at least that's the way it's supposed to work. I don't know what's good. There we go. So you hit tab and you jump in and save in game. That's how you save your game. Now, to use your terrain tool, as it says, press E. Shape terrain. So if I want to dig down, I'm just going to left click, and it'll dig down. If I want to mine something, like say this compound, this is compound right here, I'm going to left click on that, and it's going to just chew through that. Now, you'll find that you're going to make big ruts in the ground. So let's say you want to build it back up if it's close to your base or what have you. You want to build that back up. You're going to make sure you've got this reticle here when you press E. So not this. That doesn't work. Press E, and then you're going to hold either Control or Alt. Control will flatten. Alt will raise, just like that. So you hold down Alt, changes the thing. Hold down Control, changes it. Flatten, just like that. Really simple. There's no UI. Really just the little bit of information that it gives you. So it's very clean. It kind of threw me off a little bit at first, but I fell in love with the simplicity of this game. It's so simple yet extremely complex, and as you watch this, you'll start to see exactly why it's extremely complex. There's a lot to this game already. Now, I've only put in a couple of hours into the game, but it doesn't cease to amaze me what I find as I keep going. Now, this you'll find is a power source. So you're going to just, like you would cut down the ground to lower the terrain, you just click on it, and it puts it in your backpack. Now, as you notice that yellow thing on the back of my little gun, if you don't have a full brick of the thing, it will stay on the back. Now, you hit Q to open your backpack, as it says, or alternatively, you can click on the backpack itself whenever you're outside of terrain mode. So you can click, or you can hit Q. Now, you can move things around by clicking on them and putting them, placing them, or whatever. Now, this is a little bit cumbersome, and I'm about to die. Wasn't paying attention. Hopefully, I can make it. And you will die in this game. This game is unforgiving. Unforgiving. See, look at that. I wasn't paying attention for 2 seconds. Dead. Luckily, you can run back to your corpse, and you can pick up all of those items. And look how close I was to my to my little capsule. So you pick it up, and you can just put them back on there. Now, they really need to change this where your character doesn't move, because that is kind of annoying. But, it's first day in early access. It is what it is. So we'll just leave that there, and it is what it is. Now, I'm going to come back here. I need to get resin. Okay, so if you want to expand your base, you're going to need resin, and you'll find this little blue stuff. I'll show you here in a minute. But you click on this, and it'll pull out this little platform. When you have resin, you just left click on that, and it will put the resin on that little platform and build it. So we're just gonna have to run around and look and find some resin. Resin and compound are the two common materials that you're gonna. Oh, what's this? I haven't seen this in mine, so I guess this is just a big pile of resin. I believe that's what this is. Well, that's interesting. I hadn't seen this yet. So I'm pretty sure the things with the arrows mean that they regenerate, that they won't go away, and you can just keep going back to them. And I'll show you how to make markers and stuff. Where's my house? Oh, there it is. I call it my house, but it's a capsule, whatever. So we're going to run back. Now we've got a little bit of resin. So you can do one of two things here. You can either open your backpack and then click on this and place it, or, and I'm going to show you the other way, this is more easy, or easier rather, you just left click on that, it'll extend, and booyah. Now, you can keep extending this by clicking, filling with resin, extend it again, click it, fill with resin. Oh, I'm out of resin. But I shouldn't have done that because now I have to go find more resin just to show you the next stage of the game. So let's go find some resin. Okay, right here, this is resin. And once you've chomped down on the first starting resin and compound, you're gonna actually have a hard time finding the other ones. I wouldn't say hard, but you're really gonna have to go look. Not difficult, mind you, but you're gonna have to go look. So there's that, and I believe if you just keep digging, you'll just get more stuff as you go down. I haven't sat there and just continued to do this, so I don't know. But it looks like that's the case. It looks like, these are nodes that you would just continue to excavate. Yep. Okay, so quite possibly, if you just keep going down, you'll get to it. So I'm just going to do this so I can make my way out of here. Oh, there's more. Oh, and we are currently bugged. It is just clicking and, run. All right, so this is how you build onto your base and to create things. So I just left clicked and boom, there we go. I should have made that longer so that I could extend it further. I don't know how yet to extend this part of the platforms, but whatever. So you got printer, research, smelter, vehicle bay, and then we're back to printer. So in this case, I need copper, compound, which I do have. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, let me see, smelter. I haven't figured the smelter out yet, so we'll go with the research for now. Click on it, and then you're going to click that button. It'll turn orange, and boom. Now, you will run across items. Now, I'm not necessarily going to show you this right now, but you'll run across items that you pick up, and you have to carry the whole way. You can't put it on your backpack, but it'll say needs research or research. So basically, it's like a thing that gives you a random. It'll go through and select a random piece of information or piece of utility that you can then use. It's actually really cool concept. So I'm going to go ahead and extend this a couple of times, actually. Because once you get that platform, it stops. And I've got quite a few resins, so I'm just going to do this. And if you move, actually, that little thing will move in your direction. That's something else I forgot to tell you. So let's say you find an area that you don't want to forget about, right? Let's say you find this compound here, and you're like, well, I don't want to lose that. I want to make sure I can come back and just keep excavating this area, like we've just found out that we can do. Let me go ahead and get a full bar of this, because I can't remember which material I need. It's either compound or resin. So you're going to click Q, which has its own little factory of stuff. So I can right now create solar because it requires compound. If I didn't have compound, it would say need compound. So right now I need lithium. It says needed. I can't make my battery. Once I get lithium, it will automatically go down there, and then I can push the button that shows up right here and create it. Tethers, you are going to need this. So I'm going to go ahead and make one of these. Now, this was confusing to me at first, and I accidentally created tethers at one point. I'm going to do a beacon. So this is another really, really useful item that you create with your backpack. So I'm going to click on that, close my backpack screen, and I'm going to place this beacon. Now, currently, I haven't figured out how to rename it. Oh, and you use T for tether. So once you've created those and they're on your backpack, then you use T for tether. And what this does is allow you to extend the range of your oxygen supply. And you will die from oxygen deprivation. Let's see. So we're going to go and we're going to hit T and place another one. So this way you can just extend your range, because if you go too far, obviously you're going to die. And then once you get a research item, you're going to put that research item here, just like you put, like say this tether. Let me just show you as an example. If this was a research item, I would hover around like this and it would automatically plop itself in the middle of that thing. But see, you notice it says no power. Well, guess where I'm going to go get power? That's right, from that thing that I showed you before. So I'm going to open my terrain tool. I'm going to click on this. And now I've got another power, another block of power. Now, you'll find multiple ones of these around your starting area. I assume they've got it coded to guarantee that you're going to get power right off the bat, somewhere close to where you start. So let's close this tool, grab this power, and then we're going to place it here. And it will chew that out, chew that up until this fills up, obviously. And okay, so we're going to need a little bit more. Let's go find us another one, shall we? There's more compound. So if I wanted to, I can do this and until I get a block of compound. And once I get a block of compound, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create another beacon. And I'm doing this now because in my first game, I didn't do it. And then I found myself having to look around all over the place. Because, see, you'll notice the further away you are, the taller it goes. There's the other beacon for the other compound. There's my house, etc. And then here's some resin. So this is good. We need this. This resin, again, is for creating a bigger base, extending your base. So let me go ahead and click, extend that. Now watch this. You see that this little doohickey? It will follow you when you move. So let's say I want to take my base this way. I can do that just by walking over there and then clicking on it, adding resin, and voila. Okay, so that's about all there is to it. I'm not going to divulge too much because you're really going to want to explore this game. It's a beautiful game. Now, mind you, I've got a really good PC, so it runs flawlessly for me. I have no issues whatsoever. There's a bit of a save game bug that they're working through right now that's on the forums, so read up before you buy, always, on EA games, given the state of EA games in Steam. Unfortunately, it's kind of a toss-up. Will I get screwed? Will I not get screwed? Well, with this particular game, I really don't think you're going to hate it. I really think you're going to love this game. So I would suggest to go ahead and get it just because it's so well done in the first day of launch. And I can only imagine that it's going to get better from here. So with that, guys, this is Tim with Gamersgate. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share the video, as well as subscribe to the channel for more updates like this. That's it for now, guys. Peace out.